Not too sure what part that is. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Give me one second. I totally forgot to bring water. Always something. Good morning. Happy Monday. Oh yeah, I need to order needles. Mm-hmm. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, it's nice and chilly in Maryland. And I haven't seen you guys since, was it Friday? Yeah, I think Friday. Good morning. So, there's been a lot going on. It's been cold. It's been really cold. It's been cold. And I think we're going to have another, maybe possible some snow tomorrow. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I like the snow. I love February because February is like we're in the middle of winter now because winter starts like December 21st. So by the time January 21st comes, we finish one full month of winter. So now we're in the nitty gritty, the meat and the potatoes of winter. And I kind of like winter for the one thing that it's kind of doing. It brings, for me, I think it brings my family together. Like there's like no real active sports and everybody just kind of hangs out and does stuff together, whether the kids are playing chess or playing Nintendo Switch, or we're watching, like there's groups of us watching a binge watching something, or they're trying to learn how to do something with another parent or whatever. I like all my fondest memories are in winter, but this winter's kind of becoming a little bit rough. You guys hear me talk about Loki all the time. I have another dog. Her name is Roxy. Roxy turned 10 this past September, and this last winter, I told my husband that I don't know if she's going to be able to make it another winter. Roxy is a love story if I've ever had one. When we bought this house, a couple months later, we decided to get a dog. And I'm big on animal rescue. If you go down my history of dogs, all my dogs are mutts, or what people want to consider mutts. I never consider them mutts because I think interbreeding is beautiful. It could be because I'm biracial. So it might be a me thing where I just think two different species or two different races are absolutely beautiful because you mix something up in a pot and you create something brand new, something that no one's ever seen before. Um, so we got Roxy. Roxy was a rescue. Her mom was a fighting dog in Baltimore. Baltimore is one of the biggest fighting rings for fighting dogs. So when I part of my Patreon is that I give a percentage to Baltimore City to help fight against um, inner city fighting. There is so much inner city fighting or help rescue dogs. There's a lot of dumping dogs as well as there in Baltimore. I live about, I want to say a good 25-30 minutes away from Baltimore, but they used to have these things called a puppy palooza. And I wasn't really aware of puppy palooza when we bought Roxy. Um, I really don't approve of them now. Basically, when Roxy was a puppy, they found her mom chained to a Roxy's mom was a Rottweiler, chained to a fence, and she was heavily pregnant. They gave they gave birth. They kept her alive until she gave birth, and they immediately euthanized her. They didn't bring her to a no-kill shelter. They euthanized her. When the puppies turned 4 weeks, they automatically put all puppies um, to sleep to spayed or neutered them, and then gave them to a shelter to give them away, which I found weird because in California you can't nude or spade a dog until they're 6 months. So 6 weeks was jarring, and you have to understand I'm a California girl, and I just moved to Maryland. I've been a Marylander for now almost 16 years, but it's still jarring to me because I remember I had a dog and I couldn't neuter spade it until it was like 6 months to a year. So they do this knowing that if there's 6 puppies on the table, 2 will die, and they're okay with this. But when she went into the surgery, her hip somehow came out dislocated and they put it back in. So the minute that we got Roxy had hip dysplasia and she had hip issues. The doctor told us as she gets older, it'll get progressively worse. She has mild flare-ups here and there. The winter seems to get the best of her. We kind of could tell when it's about to snow based off of Roxy's hip. Um, but this past winter has been really rough. She's not really holding down anything. Um, she's progressively getting skinnier. She's distant. The only person she really tolerates is either Kendall, and sometimes she allows me to hold her, where she'll listen to my heartbeat on my chest. The kids don't want to let her go. So if you don't see me on here, I'm trying to prepare my children for their first dog, the second mother that they have to let go soon. So if you see me one day I'm on captain's log and then the next day I'm not, it's nothing to do with headaches. It might be. These storms are wild. But Roxy's really sick. Like really sick. Where me and Kendall feel like it is time. And the vets, but my children are having a hard time. She's not aggressive. She's cuddling. She's sometimes playful, but she's not being able to keep anything nutritional value. So she's losing hair rapidly. She's losing weight rapidly. But my children are having a very hard time letting go. It's their first dog. So if you see me on here, I'm on here and I'm trying to be happy and upbeat. Yeah. So enough about that. Okay. All right. So yesterday you see me drop the Sharon. That's a bag of the month for the month of February. It's Sandeep. I promised you a bag that was absolutely stellar, and it will teach you several tricks that you will take with you with other bags that you're sewing. I was not fabricating the truth. The bag has a lot of details, but let me just point out one detail already. The strap. I promised you the strap. I mentioned it to you. I kind of teased it, not to make you go, "Ooh, I got to get the bag of the month," which I think you should. 3 patterns for like $20, $22 is a steal because patterns vary in prices from like $8, sometimes $15 a pattern, and you're getting 3 for the price of 22, and you're getting a beginner, intermediate, advanced. But again, I don't go off that scale. I think if you can sew and you have a sewing machine and you know sewing terminology, you can do it. Just take your time. So the pattern looks like, you see the strap like this and you think, okay, Shanova, it's a regular strap. But then you see this edge is folded over and this edge is folded over. And you're like, okay, Shanova, she took 2 straps and she made it raw to make it have it in 2 straps, folded it over, and it's a nice smooth way. Did I? No. As you can see, it's nice and thin. Where the magic comes in is how this third strap, this in-between strap happens. It's nice and thin and pliable. When you get the pattern, she shows you how you're going to cut your straps. And the strap is done so differently. It blew my mind. Like, I want to do all my straps like this. It has a nice clean edge. It's not overly thick and bulky, as well as it just is different. We have a couple different ways of doing straps, but she just brought in, she was like, guess what? I'm going to give you something brand new. And she did. She delivered. I didn't even know the community was asking for it, but I love when somebody brings in a different way to do a strap. And Sandeep definitely brought in a different way to do a strap. And I think this is astonishing. Like, I had so much fun doing this strap that I will be using this method going with other bags. I cannot express to you enough when you learn from a pattern and you're like, hey, I'm going to use this in different patterns. That makes you feel so good, because that's basically what we're learning. We're learning, we're evolving, and then we progress on to do greater things. And again, Sandeep is one of these pattern designers. Cartwright is one of these designers that you learn from. I love when you gain knowledge. So let's go over this bag. I'm going to go over the first bag because I think it's important that you know this. I get to test, and I wanted to make sure that this bag was domestic friendly. There are some designers out there that do make sure that the bags are domestic friendly, and every time I test for them, I do shout them out, because there are some designers that are like, I don't care, but when they do and they're like, hey, I busted out my domestic machine to make sure that it was, I like clap, because that means that they're truly inclusive and they care that the everyday sewer or sewist can do it. So this is Sandeep's bag, the Sharn, and this bag is made with cotton woven, corduroy, and upholstery vinyl. Okay, so in the front of the bag, you're gonna have a strap, like a deep pocket. The pocket in the front and the back can be different. It's kind of like a build your own adventure. She gives you 2 different measurements on where to end the pattern, like to end the pocket if you want it deep or kind of higher up. And both have their pros and cons. Like, you can have it higher up if you just want it to be a place to store your keys, or you can have it deeper if you want it to be a place to have your cell phone. And I think that's pretty cool that she's giving you these 2 options, because at first I thought I want them both deep. Well, duh. And then I thought, wait, no, I want the bag to me, have my cell phone in here and have my keys here, because I hate searching for my keys. So having a lower pocket in the back might be beneficial, just to have your keys or your gum or even like your pill case, so that you can hurry up and get the things that you need faster without like being like Dora Explorer and try to find everything in your dang bag. So you have this really cool magnetic pocket right here, and you can have a chance to explore different patterns, and like you have this big area where you can do like embroidery, use your English paper piecing, use some if you're getting into like DTFs or like sublimation, this is some areas that you can have some fun with. And then you can play with another material like I did with corduroy. All right, so on the sides they have magnets. This bag can expand out to make it a little bit bigger, which again, you gotta love. So you open it up and it's a nice recessed zipper. I love a recessed zipper that sits flat and it's not bowing up or bowing down, because I feel like if it's bowing up or bowing down, that recessed zipper was not made for that lining. It doesn't, it's ill fitted. It's like having a jacket or a pair of pants where like the zipper sticking straight out, it doesn't fit you. The pants don't fit you. Okay, so this, I love that. And as you can see, you have your handles right here. And on either side, you have your O, D ring, or triangle ring, whatever you want. Okay. You unzip it. And then on one side, let me take out the strap. On one side, you have this really beautiful, classic, zipper pocket. You have, let me try to squish this bag down a little bit. A double slip pocket. And you have a welt pocket. Then you have all this really nice real estate. And do you see how well this pocket, this sits? Nothing is coming out. It is sitting. It fits really nice. It's no sagginess, nothing. Like I'm holding this bag on its side and it's kind of coming up to my chest, so it easily can just push out, and it's not. It is sitting really nice and lovely. You have an area to have some really beautiful, unique purse feet. And I was playing around with purse feet. I only had 4 of these really cute ones, and I decided just to put like a little circle one in the middle. Why not? Have fun. And I thought this is like the cutest bag ever. I had so much fun. So again, if you are watching me and you're making on a domestic and you're like, I can't do an industrial, I just made a really cute bag. And this bag actually got, like, people were watching my reels or seen it on my That's So Nova timeline, and I got messages for this bag. And all you want to do after this, after you make this, hit this bad boy with some Scotch Guard. Do whatever the Scotch Guard tells you to do. Do it in an open area. Please don't do it in your house. And well, do it outside in the basement with your outside, out, not in your basement, outside where it's well ventilated, and hit it with a Scotch Guard, and it will last forever. Like, and again, I used some upholstery weight vinyl on this side. You can mix and match as long as you know your machine. Every machine works differently. I know some people that sew faux leather on a domestic machine, and they sew better than anyone that ever had a freaking industrial. And I'm like, it's not the machine, it's the person behind the machine. Knowing your machine is a big part of it. Hi, Shannon. Hey, Arnetta. So this is the one you guys get to see on during the video. Again, big magnet, big deep pockets. We're going to have the nice recess zipper. And I used some Galaxy tape. And for this one, I used some Covenant Notorious fabric. That was some purple Ahsoka Tano from Notorious. I fussy cut it the heck out of this. I'm not doing this any justice by squishing it. It's, if you have to see it in person. It's like it's really beautiful. Again, you can add and choose your own adventures. You can have, like, instead of the two zipper, having a zipper facing, putting 2 welt pockets. I really think welt pockets are really great. To be honest with you, most of my clients, they never zip up their inner zipper pocket. So I think welt pockets are kind of amazing because it looks like it's closed and they don't have to zip it up. But that's just me. So whenever someone does a custom bag with me, I always say, do you want a welt pocket instead of a zipper pocket? I mean, it makes sense. I never close up my zipper pocket. Yeah, so this is a really cute bag. I love the purse feet on the bottom, of course. I had a lot of fun making it. My video, I'm sorry, it's 3 hours. I didn't know how to make it shorter. Originally it was going to be 4, but there's a lot of pulling the threads to the back and trying to connect things. And I didn't want to like skim on something and you're like, wait, what? So I wanted to be as accurate as I possibly could. Thank you. I wanted to be as accurate as I possibly very could. And I hope that shows through. It's a great pattern. It's sand deep, so I mean it's car thread. So what do you expect? It's going to be amazing. Yeah, so you could do it on your domestic, and you could do it on your industrial, and everything in between. I can't wait to see everybody's. And if you are not familiar with Bag of the Month, there is a link inside my um, description box. It is not affiliate, but you can go in there and look at Bag of the Month's website. You can see last month. Last month's was Kate Kathy's with K Dill Handmade, and I can't tell you I love that bag so much. Fast, fun, and two options of making it. And I have the privilege to see round three, and round three is very unique. It's not something I've seen, and I think it's going to be interesting to see what people's reactions are and see how people make it. So I think that they picked three different bags that are nothing alike, and I always dig that because I like something that will throw me off, so that way it might be something new. I like to learn new things, and that's just me, and I learned something so far from all three of these patterns that I will take on with my bag making journey, and I'm excited about that. So that is for February 1st. In my Patreon group, we've wrapped up. You guys already seen the Shambhala Rochelle. Well, the top tier in my Patreon group is called the Rotary Cutters, and we sew up an accessory. Well, in the month of January, we decided to do the Rollie Pollie, and let me tell you, that was an accessory for your butt. We had to break it up into two parts, and normally we don't do that because it's just an accessory. It's supposed to be like a fast, like 2 hour make, just us and rotary cutters cutting. My daughter claimed this, but I told her I needed it. So here's the Rollie Pollie. I'm not going to lie, I'm going to make me one for all my adventures this year. So the Rollie Pollie is made up of 4 triangles that make this. Now this pattern I've had in my wish list on Etsy for like 10 years. Never in my wildest dream did I think the designer was like, yeah, go ahead and make a sew along. So I used this beautiful, I forgot the name of the fabric. It's like this newspaper print, and I decided to use yellow polka dots with it. If you don't, I'm not aware, if I'm not using nerdy Star Wars print, I like eccentric, bold, weird prints. I don't know what's wrong with me. So I used rose gold. I thought this is cool to hang on the door of your bathroom, of your hotel, or wherever you're staying. And here we go. And the way this works is you can hold it like that hold it like that when it's rolled up. You hook this to the door, and you have 4 compartments that you could take off and use. And they're 4 like little triangles with little, look at these little tabs almost killed me because I kept forgetting them. And you put your stuff in here. And I thought they're really cute. We went through a lot, and you have your little Velcro, and we have fun. We made this, and I think this was actually a really good make for the month of January. So that way, when you are getting ready for any of your adventures come spring, summer, or fall, or the beginning of winter this year, you are ready to go. And it just kind of rolls up, and that's what gives it the shape, is these 4 triangles. And it comes together pretty cool. I do have modifications for these, I think, but I want to work it out first. I have like 3 things I got to do this week. So once I can get these things done, I have a modification idea for this. So hard. So hard. And it's been eating at me because I need some time to play, because I have a cool ass modification for this. But this is like, this pattern was pretty fun. And it goes to show, like, have fun. and try like older patterns that you haven't done. One, it will get you back to your roots and trying new things, and it'll also show you how much you have grown as a sewist. Like there was times I know that the people in the screen were like the rotary cutters were gonna be like, what the hell? Like we were have it's legitimately a fun pattern. Um it was fun. It was fun to see how much more we have grown within the last 10 years. But it's also interesting because even though we've grown, this still amazes me that this shape comes from 4 pouches that are completely empty. So, yeah, that was super, super fun. Um, and last but not least, I wanted to leave you with a little bit of fun facts today before heading off. So, it is I'm going to give you a little bit of history facts on sewing for the month of February. All right, here we go. Where am I? I wrote myself. All right, all right. Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks is infamously known for her bust. But did you know Rosa Parks was a tailor and a seamstress working for Montgomery Fair department store in 1955? A matter of fact, the outfit that she wore and the scarf that she wore on the bus, the famous bus, she is actually in the National Museum of African American History and Culture, but she was a seamstress and she was a well sought after seamstress and tailor. So I just wanted to give you that little fun fact because a lot of people don't know that. They know her for not moving, but they don't know her for her other talents was she was a seamstress and a tailor. And she worked for one of the major department stores for a very long time before she became an activist. So I just wanted you guys to know that. So I'm going to leave you with that little tidbit and I'm going to hop off and I will see you tomorrow. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day. And I'll talk to you later. Stay warm, okay? And check on your vulnerable if it's really cold, okay? Bye.